आज हम उनके साथ डिस्कस करेंगे रिगार्डिंग अबर्टे यूनिवर्सिटी, लाइफ इन डंडी एंड लाइफ इन स्कॉटलैंड.
There are so many different programs and options available to students that
Convince me, why should I choose Abertay University?
where are you going to live? Where are you going to spend somewhere between 1 and 5 and perhaps more years of your life?
What are the job opportunities for international students in Dundee or in Scotland? अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाजरीन, आज हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में मौजूद है डग वॉटर्स. तो आज हम उनके साथ डिस्कस करेंगे रिगार्डिंग अबर्टे यूनिवर्सिटी, लाइफ इन डंडी एंड लाइफ इन स्कॉटलैंड. तो जो क्वेश्चंस आप लोगों के दिमाग में हैं और जो क्वेश्चंस आप लोग हमसे करते हैं, आज वो आपको डग वॉटर्स खुद बताएंगे. हेलो डग वॉटर्स, हाउ आर यू?
Very good. Thank you very much for having me here at Study Advisors UK.
Thank you so much for visiting us. So let's start the podcast. Who is Doug Waters?
That's a great question. Thank you. I'm Doug, and I'm head of the International Recruitment team at Abertay University. So I'm responsible for recruitment of students from all across the world. And it's great to be back in Pakistan. It's my first time in Lahore, actually for 12 years, and I'm really enjoying being back here.
Okay, all right. So, Doug, I would like to discuss studying abroad with you, specifically in Abertay University, Dundee, in Scotland. Suppose I'm a student. Convince me, why should I choose Abertay University, Dundee, in Scotland?
Okay, great question. And I think when you're making the choice of university, there are so many different programs and options available to students that they will for sure find a good degree opportunity in many places. But it's not only a course, a program that you're choosing an investment, both financial and emotional, in your life and in your development. This is a really important decision for students to make. And I think the place, where are you going to live, where are you going to spend somewhere between 1 and 5 and perhaps more years of your life, is very, very important. And for that reason, I would say the most important thing about Abertay is the place, Dundee. In the downtown area of Dundee, there are around 100,000 people living, and there are 50,000 students. So what students will find is a very, very supportive environment where half of the people are going through the same thing they are in adapting to a new place and making new friends. And that multicultural environment that's provided by all of the universities in the city really does provide a soft landing for students. It also keeps things relatively affordable in a UK context.
Okay.
No sector can price out students, and so students are less worried about their finances and able to focus more on getting a good degree, which ultimately takes you to that good job that you want.
Okay, all right. I can judge from the emotional support about the university or emotional investment you have mentioned before, that how you people pay attention to the smallest things relevant to a student's mental health. So this shows that how Abertay University care about their students. Let's come to another point. Which courses Abertay University offers to students, especially to international students?
Sure. So we offer bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs across 3 core subject areas. First is business, law, and social sciences. And then within science and engineering, we have a wide range of opportunities from civil engineering and construction project management through to forensic, biomedical, food and sports science, psychology. Then if we move into computer science, we offer very strong programs there in ethical hacking and cybersecurity, in game design, and in AI.
Okay, so what is Abertay famous for?
Well, I think if you were to Google Abertay, one of the first things that comes up is that we're the first university in the world to offer both a game design degree back in 1997 and the ethical hacking program in 2006. These are world firsts from Abertay. And if you go beyond that game design proposition, one of our alumni actually created Rockstar North and the Grand Theft Auto franchise, which is now the biggest media franchise in the world.
Okay, all right. So what are the job opportunities for international students in Dundee or in Scotland?
Well, in Dundee, the major sectors are creative industries, which is led a lot by the game design proposition. Dundee actually has 40 game studios, which is incredible for the size of city that it is. So that's one sector in which there's a lot of employment opportunity, but also within biomedical and the health sciences field is a major sector of employment in the city. Students are, of course, free to work anywhere in the UK once they graduate from a program at Abertay. And so some of the other key sectors you'll find across the UK include cybersecurity and kind of IT fields in general, but also banking and finance. Students can find a lot of job opportunities across Scotland.
Okay, so what are the do's and don'ts for international students, in your opinion?
I think ultimately you want to focus on getting a good degree. Whether you want to stay and work in the UK or whether your intention is to come back to Pakistan or move to a third destination,
Yes.
And start a business or begin your career, you need that good degree. You need to be able to focus on your studies, which is, back to my earlier point around the place. It's very important to be somewhere that you're not stressed about your finances, not stressed about traveling across the city to get to your classes. Really focus on your academics. That's the number one thing. But it's not only about the classroom. I would also say we're looking at Abertay to shape really well-rounded individuals and people that contribute to their community and the global community. So get involved with everything, whether that's sports, whether that's societies, community engagement and volunteering. As I said, it's an emotional investment that you're making. It's a very critical point in your life when you go for your higher studies. And so don't only focus on your degree. That's first and foremost, but really do get involved with everything that you can.
Extracurricular activities.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, so what do you suggest? How to build a good resume?
Well, one of the ways to build a good resume is to get involved in extracurricular activities. Lots of people will get a good degree, but what makes you special? What makes you stand out to an employer? And that's often getting involved in part-time work. That's developing your soft skills through things like work, but also through things like extracurricular activities. One of my recommendations would absolutely be to engage with our career service as soon as you get there. Far too many students think that they'll just get in touch towards the end of their degree, but actually if you get involved at the start, these are some really dedicated people at the university that will help you to find part-time work, but develop your resume, but also your interview practice, your interview skills, and how to apply for a job in the UK. And they do fantastic work in supporting our international students that goes beyond study. We actually offer our career service to graduates for 3 years after they finish. It's really, really important to us that students develop their resume, but then are able to get the job that they and their families have invested in.
Okay, so I have another question regarding research degree. Abertay University does not offer postgraduate research degrees to international students. Any specific reason?
I think what we're looking for students to do when they come and study postgraduate research, and we do offer postgraduate research opportunities to students via our PhD programs. We're looking for students who are really committed to research, students who've undertaken a good postgraduate degree and are now looking to become academic leaders in their field. We had reached a point, I think everyone knows that the Masters by Research route to the UK has become popular due to the immigration policy change around dependents. We would much rather see that dependent route come back for taught programs. I think everybody would prefer that. But for students who are interested in research, then absolutely send us your proposal and we look forward to supporting you towards a PhD.
It's great. Thank you so much, Doug. It was a great podcast with you. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much, Shukran. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much, Nazreen, for watching the podcast. उम्मीद है कि आप लोगों के क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो चुके होंगे, बट हो सकता है मैंने कुछ मिस कर दिया हो इन दिस शॉर्ट पॉडकास्ट. सो अगर आप लोगों का कोई भी क्वेश्चन है, आप लोग कमेंट करके पूछ सकते हैं. हम इनके साथ राब्ते में होते हैं, तो हम आपके क्वेश्चंस आगे पहुंचाकर आप लोगों के लिए जवाब ले लेते हैं उनसे.